So yeah, now he's noticed this Overlord, and it's not going to do too well. Praccy should have brought it straight down, but because of this, he didn't. He kept it moving to the right there, and the Marines just about managed to finish it off. Praccy's now sitting comfortably at the Selnaga Tower. He's got a nice mix. Zerglings, Roaches, and mainly Hydras now. He wants to switch to Hydras. Very effective against Marauders. Marauders are not going to be doing any bonus damage against Hydras because they have light armor. The only thing that's going to be very effective against Hydras here is really the Hellions. And he hasn't got that many Hellions left. They're all dead now. So he's got no particularly effective units against these Hydras. So that's why they are doing so well in this fight right now. Marines are fairly good against Hydras, but not really much of a match. So now the game has turned back once again into Praccy's favour. This expansion is pretty much going to have to be abandoned by the looks of it. He's lifted it up and he is now moving it out. Doesn't have much choice in the matter. Whilst Hayley is sitting at the ramp here, he's getting some nice long-range shots on those Hydras. Hydras are finding it hard to hit up ground when they can't even see up ground. So that didn't go too well for Praccy there. If he hung back a bit further and let them come to him, or at least, you know, maintain the control over this expansion part, he probably could have survived just a bit longer there, just to stop Hayley from bringing in those mules and getting the 30 minerals every 6 seconds again. That's great, look at that. So this is why Hayley can stay in the game like this, even though he's constantly getting harassed. Then again, saying that, he's been constantly harassing Praccy, so this has been great from both players so far. More Hydras are on their way, as we can see. So it's going to be a Hydra heavy game at the moment, by the looks of it. Unless no, I am wrong. We are seeing Banelings being made right now. These little critters are made from Zerglings. It's usually good to make Banelings from Zerglings if you can get the Baneling nest, you know, if it's still productive for you to do so. And the Zerglings have pretty much served their purpose. You know, you can't do much with Zerglings. If you've got to the point in the game where the Zerglings are just going to get killed so easily, then turn them into something useful like Banelings. Banelings have actually recently been upgraded, buffed. I think their damage has gone up by only like 5, a small amount, but it wasn't really that necessary from what I've seen. I don't really know why they got buffed, but they did for some reason. Here we can see them exploding. Some getting stuck at the back there, that's not helping. It allowed the Marines with the stim packs to bring down the Banelings before they managed to reach his whole army. That could have gone much worse for Hayley there. But nonetheless, Praccy has still managed to control this. He's done a nice little Baneling exploding between those SCVs, leaving them with only like 10 HP left, making them easy pickings for the Hydras. Here we can see it once again. Hayley is having to bring back that orbital command up to his cliff top. Here, his units, the Marines and the Marauder, can sit comfortably around the ramp area and shoot downwards onto the Hydras, and there's not much Praccy can do about this. He's going to have to lose those Hydras again. So this is very back and forth at the moment. Here comes the orbital command once again, going to land once again. My god, is it ever going to stay put? He's somewhat fortunate that that didn't catch on fire, because you may not realise, but with Terran buildings particularly, I'm not sure if it affects other buildings, but with Terran buildings, once they're on fire, they don't stop, basically. You have to repair them out of the fire, so you have to repair them, give them enough HP, so then they stop being on fire. Because once they're on fire, they're constantly losing HP all the time. So if you've got a building up here, it's on fire and it's flying away, and there's no way to get your SCVs to repair it, it's probably going to die by the time it can reach them. Now here we can see, this is a little thing that I noticed. Terran shields. Usually I'm more observant, but I actually hadn't noticed this little touch. What happens is they